right, looks like we got a cliffhanger. Let's get right into this one. So we start with a person who has like gone through like a process, right? They've decided what they wanted to do. Sorry, I'm terrible with these. They've decided what they wanted to do. They started going there. And once they got there, they found so many different choices, right? They just couldn't make up their mind. And they knew they needed to fight for each one. You know what I mean? But when there's so many things to fight for, what does a person choose? You know what I mean? What does a person choose? You know? And the next part of the story, we got the devil clarified by the moon. So that's saying, like, well, this person was in this state and they were just, I don't know what to do. Seems like a little quiet, darker part of themselves whispered up, and it whispered an illusion, right, in their ear. Told them something, this is what you need to do because of this. You remember that this thing happened a long time ago, or this has happened a bunch of times? Well, maybe this is a chance for you to redeem yourself. Maybe the glorious illusion of redemption. Not always, but that's what it looks like in this story. And then next we come to the Five of Swords reversed, clarified by the Six of Wands, right? And so that darker part got found out through defeat, right? This is a person who, they seem very competent. You know what I mean? They seem like they can really make things happen. It seems like they just listened to something. Maybe somebody told them something, right? And it was just completely not based in fact. But they were like mad at the person at the time. Something, they were like, "Oh yeah, that sounds about right," or they just didn't have a clue, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's right." And then that stories that they heard influenced them to listen to a darker part of themselves, or to listen to a part of themselves that came from somebody else, right? But in that loss, right, in that defeat, in that whole tragic story, it was actually victory. The defeat was actually victory. Getting destroyed or getting, to a place of just not knowing what to do, not knowing what to do next, because, it seems like it's over. It's not, but it seems like it. There's actually victory found in that. There's victory found in that. And then that victory leads us to the King of Pentacles in the next card. So through that defeat, this person chose to rise up and chose to become the King of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups clarifying. And so that means that it came from a really wholesome place. It's been a really wholesome fight. They really learned the lesson of the poor choice. They really learned the lesson. Interestingly, though, so there's a cliffhanger. I think this is where the story was supposed to end. But then the tarot decided to give us the lesson from it, though, right? The after emotional effect of becoming the King of Pentacles, being provoked always by the Ace of Cups, right? He found the Ace of Cups. He used the inner ideals of what the Ace of Cups was to him, and he used it to propel him to the King of Pentacles. But next, we've got the Ace of Cups again, but now it's reversed, and it's clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And so even in this, right? Even in this, it's not done. The fulfillment that was found, it did come from a really good place. But I think what the tarot is trying to tell us right now is that it's not over. It's never over. There's always more decisions to be made. There's always the cup spilling a little bit of water, your inner cup spilling some water out. You have to refill it. There's always that ongoing process every day, every day, every day. And we can ignore it, and then we just find our cup empty again. But if we can keep up on it, right? We can keep up on it and constantly putting a little bit of water in there, then we can keep it full. And it's the decisions that we don't know that we need to make, or the decisions that we just don't know what the right choice is. And it's in those decisions, or the indecision, is how that water spills out. I think that, And then the Beastry cards, you've got delight and daring and free your inner fire. And I think that really reinforces the moral of the story here, the lesson. You're never there, right? We're never there. But in that sense, I think it's necessary to say that we need to be able to enjoy ourselves while we're there, but just know that there is not the end. You know what I mean? But make sure that we really relish in those moments of there-ness, reaching a goal, or, anything that makes you feel there, I think that's a good lesson. Anyway, hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next one.